Script na.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
Ayan, ayusan. Good.
10 seconds.
Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte still leads presidential bets in the recent Pulse Asia survey. Voter registration is extended, but thousands of applicants still troop to COMELEC registration sites since last night. We'll give you the latest on the ground live. Former Senator Jinggoy Estrada is eyeing re-election despite failing to make the cut in the 2019 mid-year polls. Visual artist Bree Jonson has been laid to rest, but her boyfriend Julian Ongpin is still a no-show. And the Gilas Pilipinas women fall to classification match after losing to Chinese Taipei in the FIBA Asia Cup. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your day. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Starting off today's newscast with the recent Pulse Asia survey showing that Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte is still the top choice of Filipinos to become president for 2022. But despite the lead, both President Duterte and her daughter Sara saw their numbers drop. Man Los Baños tells us why.
Might still be leading top picks for president next year, but the level of support has already dropped. In the September Pulse Asia survey, 20% of respondents have chosen Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio to be chief executive. This is an 8% drop from last June's survey. The plunge comes as the presidential daughter said that she will not vie for the top post. But her spokesperson said Duterte Carpio's ears are still open.
Patuloy din niyang pinakikinggan ang pulso ng mamamayang Pilipino. Nakikiisa siya sa hangarin ng ating mga kababayan na makabangon sa paghihirap patungo sa pag-unlad ng ating bayan.
Duterte Carpio leads a list of 12 possible presidential bets. Trailing her is former Senator Bongbong Marcos with 15%. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno got 13% and Senator Manny Pacquiao 12%. With her still leading the pack, Pulse Asia thinks the public is hoping for Sara to walk back on her decision.
Well, she gets higher voter preference in Mindanao. She gets 47% there, but lower in Visayas, 23%, and lower still in NCR, where she's 12%, and Balance Luzon, where she's 8%. I suppose the people are not discounting the possibility that she might change her mind.
Still a laggard in the race are two possible opposition bets. Vice President Leni Robredo with 8% and Senator Ping Lacson 6%. Robredo's numbers jumped by 2 percentage points and her camp is confident that numbers may still improve.
A big factor. No? Saan pupunta yung undecided na yan? Siyempre, kung hindi nila alam na kandidato si VP, ba't nila sasabihin ipipili nila? Eh kung mag-file siya ng kandidatura niya at nalaman nila, ay baka magbabago at magkakaroon ng adjustment.
As for the potential vice president, a quarter of the respondents chose Senate President Tito Soto, jumping 2 spots, edging President Rodrigo Duterte with 14%. Duterte was the previous frontrunner. Soto said he'll use the results as a confidence booster, but the palace remains confident that the president remains the candidate to beat for vice president next year. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
Now, on the other hand, the race for 12 seats in the Senate is also heating up. In the same Pulse Asia survey, broadcast journalist Rafi Tulfo and Taguig Representative Alan Peter Cayetano topped the list. They are followed by Sorsogon Governor Chis Escudero, Deputy House Speaker Loren Legarda, as well as Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and Senator Manny Pacquiao, both of whom have declared their intention to run for president. Senator Ping Lacson, also a potential presidential bet, claimed the 7th spot, followed by former Senator Bongbong Marcos. game show host Willie Revillame, and DPWH Secretary Mark Villar. Completing the top 12 are former Vice President Jojo Binay and former Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Other names that might enter the Magic 12 include Bam Aquino, Migs Zubiri, Kiko Pangilinan, Win Gatchalian, Risa Ontiveros, and Joel Villanueva. Meanwhile, Moreno, Marcos, and Duterte Carpio are tied for president in the latest DigiVoice Pinas survey. The three presidentiables had a close fight among the 1,000 respondents of the digital survey, while Robredo and Lacson follow behind the top 4 and 5. In the same survey, President Rodrigo Duterte emerged as the most preferred candidate for vice president. He is followed by Soto, Moreno, Marcos, and Duterte Carpio. And more election-related news, former Senator Jinggoy Estrada will once again try his luck under the banner of Persa ng Masang Pilipino. Jinggoy says he wants to continue the legacy of his parents, ex-President Joseph Estrada and former Senator Loy Ejercito. Jinggoy also ran but failed to secure a seat in the 2019 midterm elections when both he and his brother, JV Ejercito, ran for the Senate. Next year, both brothers will once again vie for senatorial seats. Meanwhile, Liberal Party President Kiko Pangilinan says Leni Robredo is open to running for re-election as Vice President. Pangilinan says this is one of the strategies they're considering in the name of a united opposition.
I cannot speak for her, but that is something that has been discussed. Let's put it that way. I can only say na pag-usapan din yan, but I cannot speak on her behalf. Well, if that is something that will unite everyone, why not? I mean, she's open to the discussion. But like I said, I cannot speak on her behalf.
With the poll body finally pushing the voter registration deadline for another month, are poll registration sites seeing shorter queues? Let's get the latest from Justine Punsalang, who is reporting live from Ermita, Manila. Justine, are we seeing fewer people in line now that registration has been extended?
Yes, the COMELEC may have formally announced the extension of voter registration. However, many people still came at the mall sites saying that they wanted to avoid a possible influx of people on October. In Robinson's Ermita, which exclusively caters to residents of District 5 of Manila, the first in line came at 9 o'clock last night. He said that it was his first time to line up for registration, but he has been monitoring the situation in the news. And after learning that showing up to registration sites as early in the morning is not enough for many hopefuls to make the cut, he decided to spend the night outside the mall. Others were thinking along those lines as well and literally slept while waiting. Others on bare concrete, while others fought ahead and brought with them cartons or tarpaulins. A group of friends, meanwhile, who just all turned 18, not only brought tarpaulin with them to sit on, but also carried with them food and drinks. Just 300 people will be accommodated here at Robinson's Ermita this morning at the start, and it will start at 8 a.m. and the registration will end at 7 p.m. Meanwhile, the mall management as well as the COMELEC District 5 of Manila still has not yet announced as to the process or the designation for the registration, extended registration for voters on October 11. Just
All right, still lots of people queuing for registration. Thank you for that report. Justine Punsalang reporting live from Ermita, Manila. The mother of Bree Jonson could not hold back her emotions as the deceased artist was laid to rest. Bree was buried yesterday in Davao City, where she spent most of her childhood. Some of her friends and family wore masks and shirts that bore statements calling for justice for her death. Bree's boyfriend, Julian Ongpin, who is also a person of interest in the artist's death, was a no-show even at the funeral. Bree's mother, Sally Johnson, expressed her frustration over the slow progress of the case against Ongpin.
They're delaying it. Oh my God. I'm malaki ang respeto ko sa PNP, pero yung mga taong nakaupo sa PNP, wala po akong respeto. It's so frustrating, it's so disappointing. Sana hindi mangyari sa mga anak ninyo, generals. No, nothing. Nothing. Binibaby ng dalawang general na PNP, si Julian.
The Gilas Pilipinas women are now on the brink of relegation at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup in Jordan. That's after falling to Chinese Taipei, which converted on 15 threes to bury the Filipinas 93-52. The still winless Gilas women are thus placed on the chopping block for relegation to Division B of the tournament. They will face India, who also went 0-3 in Group A, for the right to stay in the top division of the TIF. Here are the stories to watch out for later today. Retailers and consumers are now preparing for the big-time LPG price hike starting tomorrow, October 1st. The BGC Ortigas Link Bridge is set to open to the public this afternoon. And Miss Universe Philippines will be crowning its newest queen. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos, mask on, wash hands and stay safe. Philippines, we are One News.